Bearcats signaled for and taken successfully. They go play action here on first down. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command. Not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
On the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Although he was picked in the 3rd round, Desmond Ridder is actually the 2nd quarterback drafted in 2022. Might not have that first-round label, but we saw him make plenty of first-round throws while at the University of Cincinnati. He's a quick thinker who reads defense as well, and with all he led the Bearcats to, the Falcons also know they picked up a proven winner.
Dante Hightower on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And it's fielded at the 34. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that,
You know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers,
looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them when the game's slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for L.A. 59 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. No score after one on EA. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Stafford. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Stafford now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A right side run with Patterson.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. That close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
He's got room at the 30.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the gun again to Henderson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
On second and goal, Stafford.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. On the ground with a tight end. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Rams post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Henderson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now Stafford. And he spots Henderson open left side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And Gay knocks this one through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. The run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Stafford, eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Stafford. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darren Hall. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let it...
Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another OSCE, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. OSCE tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the OSCE, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. That would complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. That's brought in downfield by London. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Stafford now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and it's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
And
there he goes, left side. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, LA. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 25-yard line. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This pass is caught by London.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Patterson, touchdown, Falcons. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Ritter will throw for it.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 86.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts there.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 1st down at Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked up a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Ready up.
They'll go again with Patterson.
And he's got some space here.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to throw. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He'll look to throw.
Another completion right back to Patterson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
He's back to throw. that's off the mark, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
They'll run with Patterson.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Back to throw. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal. They'll try to run with Patterson.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Rams 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Stafford now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Stafford. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel.
And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone,